And Owen, welcome back to our Adventurer Guild. And I don't think there's too much to go over. She now has a puppy. Nice. And yeah, remember right, there's not really much else to do. It's time to go on the divine hunt. Holy shit, I just realized the numbers on these guys. "67 intelligence on the mage. Amazing. 55 wisdom on Neelan is not as amazing, but still really good. 48 dex, 49 dex. Okay, so some obviously are better than others. Eh, definitely not bad. They're also not very happy, but whatever. Yeah, I don't really think I need to bring anything else. Yeah, I think we're pretty much good. Let's just bring those for the heck of it. Am I nervous? Yeah. But honestly, not too much. Why did you... Whatever. Aren't you cold running around like that? It's fine, Guildmaster. The God's blessing also protects me from the cold. Ain't that convenient? Probably means me freezing here is a sign of their disfavor. Pretty sure they were on the right track. You're questioning your holiness. Can you please just stay out of this? The gods have guided me to this place, so I'm certain that the group we're following is nearby. Damn, hope we find them first before we got this far. Such an unforgiving place. But I guess we have no choice now. We should hurry. Take too long, who knows what might happen to the captives. I agree, Guildmaster. Elderwood. As the adventurers followed the lead of the divine messenger, she gracefully wandered through the frozen tundra, each step purposeful and without hesitation. As it should, if one is guided by a higher power. I feel like that was a weird sentence. Occasionally she paused, head tilting as if straining to hear some inaudible whispers before resuming her track. They traveled with a speed that made them confident that they would eventually catch up to their targets. However, at a certain point, the divine messenger abruptly came to a standstill. Worry etched across her face as she reported, "From here on, it seems gods cannot track the cultists anymore." What? Something out of the blue, they can't scry on them anymore? They're gods, aren't they? The guildmaster exclaimed. Seems like the demon lords have taken notice and are now interfering, the divine messenger replied, maintaining a smile, but the hint of a nervous voice could be heard. Maybe we can still find them on our own. Seems like we're already very close to them. Guildmaster sighed. Guess we have no choice. They turned to the adventurers. Let's fan out and see if we can find any traces of them. Out ahead. Not worried in the slightest. Yeah. All of them succeed. At every nook and cranny in search of any trace of their target. Fortune smiled upon them. Not long after they began their search, one of the adventurers stumbled upon the remains of a campsite. Adventurers began to inspect the campsite, judging by the signs. It hadn't been abandoned for long, and scattered remains hinted at a significant number of people having been present. Discovery suggested the cabin might still be alive. Ian was able to pick up the trail away from the campsite. The group continued their pursuit with newfound determination. Alright, so I'm assuming this is kind of like the Elin quest and it's going to be timed. So I'm going to just go straight for it. Ice Fang Warrior and Ice Fang Berserker. Not going to shy away from the combat, of course, because I want to see how tough they are. Oh, hey. Why do I feel like you guys are not going to delay your turn? It's fine. It's fine. Oh, hey. That actually shows on his character model, it's not on his portrait. I'm assuming she's going to do some like big AoE buff. Rawr. Oh, no. Here? No. Alright, in that case, let's just have you brute this guy. Good job. And then, you know exactly what I'm going to say. Oh, actually, we can use some new moves. Yeah. That'll be joined. Actually, oh, you resist everything. Good to know. Let's do Fire Blade. And then let asses be kicked. Ah, nice miss, nerd. What a loser. Now he has the extra range, so... Oh, wow. I think he's going to be able to do it, but let's just be careful just in case. Nope, he cannot. So it's a very good thing I decided not to have him do anything weird. Gets up. I don't think there's any way to hit Lisa, so I should be good. Yeah, I was baiting out chains there, but no dice. Okay, at least I can finish him off. Oh, well, you might not even have to. That did not go badly. No, no. Time has been wasted. Necklace. The group pressed on. They stumbled upon something buried in the snow. An intricately ornate amulet. Divine Messenger's immediate reaction caught everyone's attention. That amulet. It's the amulet the acolytes of the monastery usually wear. It belonged to one of the captives. We're on the right track. With newfound information fueling their determination, the group continued on their path, hoping they were drawing nearer to their targets. For hours, the group marched tirelessly, yet still their targets were nowhere in sight. Though they occasionally discovered traces that assured them they were on the right path, wariness was beginning to take its toll on the adventurers. The guildmaster observed how the divine messenger appeared remarkably resilient, seemingly untouched by fatigue, while her bodyguard already struggled to keep up. They couldn't help but wonder if her endurance was also due to the blessings of the gods. Recognizing the growing fatigue among the adventurers, the guildmaster suggested taking a brief rest before continuing. The Divine Messenger, however, was against the suggestion. She argued that stopping might cause them to lose the trails to the Jotuns and their captives. Let's move on, because I'm not too worried. I'm assuming they would gain bravery and healed a bit if I chose the other one. The adventurers disappointment, the Guildmaster eventually gave in and agreed they couldn't risk losing their targets. The Messenger thanked the Guildmaster for their understanding. The adventurers glare at the back of their neck. The Guildmaster was sure that would be the only gratitude they'll receive today. Oh, they lost bravery. Okay. March continued. The Guildmaster couldn't help but notice a gradual drop in temperature. For long, their fears were confirmed. A fierce snowstorm began to sweep through the area. The wind howled, biting through their clothes, and the temperature plummeted to bone-chilling levels, causing even those with thick garments to shiver uncontrollably. Caught in the midst of this storm, the group were faced with an important decision: press on despite the harsh conditions or seek shelter and wait for the tempest to subside. This one's a test, so I'm fully confident they'll succeed. This is not me just going with whatever the Divine Messenger says. Just want to put that out there. The group decided to continue their pursuit despite the snowstorm. As the snowstorm raged around them, the Guildmaster noticed that even with her blessing, it became evident that the bitter cold was now also taking its toll on the Divine Messenger, and yet it seemed that the snowstorm could not slow her down. The cold wind whipped through them like a cruel adversary, affecting them not only physically but also mentally. The biting chills seemed to penetrate their very souls, testing the limits of their endurance. Frostbite threatened some of the adventurers, yet despite the hardships and suffering, they pressed forward. Then, as if fate were finally smiling upon them, the weather began to relent. The storm clouds parted, revealing the azure sky beyond. Finally, the snowstorm calmed down and eventually dissipated completely. The group pressed forward. Their eyes fell upon something deeply unsettling in Mrs. Snow. A lifeless, abandoned figure. The corpse of an elderly woman lay before them, clad in clothing that hinted at her belonging to a peaceful monastery. It was evident that she was one of the unfortunate souls captured during the Jotun's raid. The harsh march her captors had forced her to endure had proven too much for her frail body. Upon seeing the lifeless form, the Divine Messenger's expression darkened for the first time the Guildmaster has ever seen her. For a moment, it seemed like she wanted to say something, but then stopped. Guildmaster's answer to bury the body was met with unanimous agreement. Leaving the deceased woman abandoned in the snow without a proper burial felt wrong to each member of the group. She had already endured a harrowing journey far away from her home, and the least they could do for her was to lay her to rest with dignity. They gathered what materials that they could find to fashion a makeshift grave, and gently lowered the woman into her final resting place. As they stood around the grave, they offered a prayer for the departed soul. During the prayer, the Guildmaster noticed a faint whisper from the Divine Messenger's direction. Her words were almost imperceptible, but carried a profound weight. Forgive me. Once the burial rite were completed, they continued their march. As the group marched further, they suddenly spotted a group of Jotun warriors gathering in the distance. Whatever. I added a word in there, but it makes more sense. Jotuns appeared to be hunting, as if gathering food for a larger group. My messenger recognized them as the very group they had been tirelessly pursuing. She immediately relayed this to the Guildmaster. The Guildmaster asked the Divine Messenger if she was certain. In response, she affirmed that the gods had confirmed their identities, leaving no doubt in her mind. Now the group faced an important decision: what to do next. This is a tough one. So this would probably be a harder fight, but it would be a guarantee. I'm gonna take the guarantee. The group knew that this was their long-awaited chance to locate the captives and confront the Jotun warriors. They hid at a concealed position, hidden at a safe distance, patiently waiting for the Jotuns to return to their camp. As the Jotuns regrouped, the group followed them, maintaining a careful distance and doing their best to remain unseen. Several times they were close to being discovered, but their quick thinking and adaptability saved them each time. In the end, they managed to remain hidden all the way back to their camp, where they found the rest of the Jotuns, accompanied by some cultists, and more importantly, the captives. This is where I could do all the buffs and such. The group approached the Jotuns and the cultists. Their eyes were drawn to the captives, ragged and in dire condition, yet clinging to life. Among them stood one captive, forced onto a red circle by the cultists, who bore an uncanny resemblance to a divine messenger. A worrisome thought appeared in the guildmaster's mind as they observed the captive's appearance and clothing. Their resemblance to the divine messenger was too strong to be a mere coincidence. Let them go, the divine messenger shouted suddenly at the cultists, frightening not only them but also the guildmaster. Recognition flashed across the eyes of one of the cultists as he saw the divine messenger. "That's the real one," he exclaimed, pointing at her. "Get her, my master will reward you greatly if you capture her," he barked towards the Jotuns, who responded with malicious grins. There were some questions the guildmaster had on their mind, but it was apparent that this was not the time. "Get ready, adventurers," they shouted as the Jotuns closed in. "Prepare for battle." There's so much reading in this game. I'm sorry, do I actually have to? Yes, I actually have to. Okay. Alright, screw it, I'm down. Oh, sorry, Misasa, one more. Actually, poison grenade? That's nothing. Oh, nice chain. Ah, nice chain. Okay, they're charging. I might leave Elin, Alyssa, and... yeah, I might leave most of them here and just take these two with me. The Utilay. You can't really do much. Just let out a battle cry. That. Ugh, that's annoying. Let's not throw you to the wolves, though. 4 turns. He gets 3 counters. Wow. Let's see how strong Bodyguard is. Not very. definitely have to move. Where the hell this doesn't do anything stupid. Alright, we're good. Nice. In fact, this is a bit more dire than I thought, so I'm actually going to just go alone. A little bit. Yeah, backed up too much. Let's just attack first. Nice chain. Now this will attack. Yep, thought so. So. Oh, you can do multiple. I did not know that. Well, whatever. One tile moves 3 tiles. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with this one. How far can you throw? Come on then. Take you all on at once. It's fine, I'll save him. Oh. Ow. I forgot the boss get 2 turns. This is not good. Move here. Yeah. Move here. Go beyond your limit. Switch to these. Let's not trigger that one. I'm trying to think if there's any way I can... Are you kidding me? I know I found out how to interact. Okay, yes. Get her out of there. Not you. Oh boy. This is not good. I'm trying to think of what the best move here would be. Problem is she doesn't really have any way to save herself after. Heal. Can't reach. But I don't trust it, so I'm gonna move here. Get your block up. Can't do a shield bash, unfortunately. But I can smite you. You're very weak, bud. Oh. Glad I blocked. Alright, if I'm gonna save him, I need to move in. Which I hate. I don't have a bunch of movement tech. Alright, you can fly. Right here is out of range. Not really in range for anything else. I'm going to delay your turn. Bit dangerous, but yeah, I was hoping I would get a kill. Thing. I added the chain. least 2, right? Just to top herself off in case she gets into danger. Oh, I might not be able to save you. Uh-oh. Need 3. I am literally putting myself in danger for you, bud. Oh. Well. Don't I feel stupid? That's not true. Chains. I'm not going to get there in time for anything. I mean, I got the rescue, so I guess that's really all that matters. I don't trust this. Misasa, I trust you to get the kill. Oh, okay. Let's actually fight. What the hell? More demonic whispers. I mean, I guess it's better now that I have things to deal with it. That was over, the fight was won, the captives were freed. Vivian managed to save the sacrifice. A young girl who remarkably resembled the Divine Messenger and who had been nearly sacrificed clung to the Divine Messenger, weeping and thanking her the whole time. The other captives too expressed their gratitude, and their voices echoed in the air. The Divine Messenger smiled and offered comfort to the captives, showing them the compassion that had earned their trust and devotion. However, the Guildmaster noticed a faint unease in her smile. The Guildmaster started to observe the aftermath of the battle. It was a bloody battle, and all the Jotuns, and as well as the cultists, were killed. Or so they thought, until they saw a faint movement among the bodies. They were surprised when the cultists still clung to life, trying to crawl away in a desperate bid for survival. An adventurer moved in to put an end to the cultist, but the Divine Messenger's bodyguard stepped in between them. Not him, the Divine Messenger stated. The bodyguard then knocked the cultist unconscious and carried the unconscious body on his shoulder. Was this the actual reason we pursued them? The Guildmaster asked, her voice carrying a dry tone. The Divine Messenger didn't answer, but her silence told them everything they needed to know. Preparations were made to leave, but as the captives praised the divine messenger, the guildmaster couldn't help but question whether these people would still offer their adoration if they knew that they just had been used as bait. We have to talk. She doesn't have to do anything, so back off. No, please let me handle this. But Your Holiness. Please. Yes, Your Holiness. I guess I owe you an explanation. Seems like it. Bill's last quest wasn't to save those captives, was it? Captives were only the bait for somebody more important for us to catch, right? Yes, I was hoping you wouldn't catch on. So you lied to me. Is this how the gods work? Please not here, Guildmaster. Let's talk somewhere no one can hear us. Are you sure, Your Holiness? Yes, I need to talk to the Guildmaster alone. I'll be waiting outside. Scream if they do anything. You worry too much. Gone. Please don't judge him too harshly, Guildmaster. He means well. Currently, he's the least of my problems. More concerned by the fact that again the guild has been assigned a quest where the important details have been hidden from us. We all know how well that ended for my friend. I'm sorry, Guildmaster. And tell me why you didn't tell me the whole story. Because faith is everything. Humans are fickle and incapable of seeing the greater picture. They're easily led astray by knowledge that doesn't concern them. Like using a lie to your believers as bait. People died. A regrettable sacrifice, but necessary. The man we captured is part of the inner circle of the witch. Although it's uncertain whether he possesses the complete extent of knowledge required to locate the witch, his information will still be pivotal in her capture. Putting an end to the witch will save more souls from damnation than the ones that have recently been lost. How much is that what you said is your opinion, O divine messenger? My opinion is irrelevant. So this is how we're going to do things, gods. Tell me where to go, and I'm supposed to not even look at what I'm walking on? That's what we call faith. Don't forget that this is a war to save your souls from damnation, Guildmaster. That should be the only thing that matters to you. However, if the souls of your fellow humans mean so little to you, then be reminded that we still can make your other dream come true, when you shared your predecessor. The also glorious adventurer guild you've always dreamed of as children can become a reality. Fine, for now I won't inquire any further. However, so important to you, why don't you get involved directly? We cannot. To avert the possibility of complete world annihilation, we have established an agreement with the demon lords that restrict each other's influence on the realm of men. Unless, as a gesture of goodwill, we might be able to offer a little more help. Offer the opportunity for one of your adventurers to attain sainthood. Subsequently, a portion of the blessings and power bestowed upon the divine messenger will be transferred to them. Hope the remit will be enough to satisfy you, Guildmaster. It'll have to do. There's nothing more to be discussed. Ernest? Yes. Starting to see the burden you carry. Well, I do not have any characters that suit sainthood. I do have a very angry, foul-mouthed shorty. I can't pass up on the blasphemy, right? She probably even has the stats for it. Let's see. So if I were to go to teach, go down to saint. Oh. So how do I... What is the vow of sainthood? So if I were to set her goal as a saint, she does not look happy about it. I love that. How do I do these vows? Silver Knight would probably be perfect for Elin. The battlefield is not to vanquish foes, but to stand as an unbreakable shield for their allies. So a knight vows to protect. Few forces in the world can break through their defense. Yeah, that sounds perfect for Elin. And this sounds like extreme blasphemy, which I love. How do I do the vow of sainthood? It's not a skill, is it? Come on, I want the blasphemy. Oh, my blasphemy. Okay, but you actually would really suit this. How do I get you to do the vow of the protector? Ah! I don't know how to do this. Oh, wandering performers. That's why they're all so happy. Oh, relationship changed. Best friends with Elin. Best friends with Daryl. Best friend with Misasa. No one actually matters. Best friends with Celine. Best friends with Lisa. Best friends with Misasa. Best friends with Misasa. Best friends with Misasa. Best friend. Best friend. Best friend. Best friend. Best friend. Yes! We did it. We can actually do the mission now. It was this one, Misasa's soul. I'm very happy about this. No retreat, no camping. 40 grand EXP. Anyways, I will do the level ups and be right back. Okay, apparently something is happening. Terrible, Guildmaster. It's apparently Eden. Watch where you're going, Guildmaster. Eden? What are you doing crawling on the ground? Looking for my pendant. I lost here somewhere, but I have a hard time looking for it. Ours aren't what they used to be. Oh, you're squinting half the time? I am. I thought you knew. No, of course not. Why didn't anyone tell me? Guess we all just thought it was part of your character. Is that part of my character? I have no answer for that. Anyway, can you help me look for my pendant? Confidence around here somewhere. Sure. But I found it, Eden. Great, thanks, Master. Can you bring it to me? Sure. Picture of a girl. She looks awfully similar to Nora. Thank you, Guildmaster. No problem, Eden. How's the girl in the picture? You saw it, huh? Didn't mean to pry. No, it's alright. I don't mind telling you. The girl in the picture is my daughter. She passed away a long time ago. Sorry. It's alright. I believe she's in a better place now. Now I wish I had more time with her. Okay, why did I get random depression? I don't know. I don't know. No. I already brought you back, so I guess... I'm gonna finish up. Give me a sec. Okay. I'm ready to actually have you brought back now. Not from just a random cutscene. So anyways, I put them in training to get one of their teamwork skills because that has very much been lacking. They're getting their last teamwork skill for now. And then, holy heck, the skills that were available for these characters were insane. Oh, oops, wrong one. So, what's this one? This one's already overpowered. Check this one out. In a 4-tile radius, gets all those bonuses. And you get to go frickin' Super Saiyan. Hell yeah, I want that. And that's probably the weakest of these. Let's see, he also gets Tactician. Well, you might not have actually gotten too much good. Yep, got the heals and the ranged heal, because I realized he didn't have that. At least it gets the frickin' Inferno. Put a frickin' tornado down, make an earthquake, do an ice storm, and a lightning storm. Like, okay, yeah, sure, just why not? Darrow got physical attack by 30%. Oh, and I forgot to make is for these. Piercing shot. Is to all the units in the path. Shattering shot. And frickin' Heartseeker. Okay. Makes his accuracy into extra damage. Which he is very accurate, so that works pretty well. Miss Sasa, her songs now affect the entire map. That's some grade A vocal training. I did finally get her that one, because holy hell, yes, I want that. And I think that's passive armor bonus, so she gets 30% of her dex as armor. Hell yes. Celine. I actually took her to the confessional. She's not stubborn anymore. Just unexpected talent. So she's not foul-mouthed or stubborn, which is weird. Whenever a character heals a target, the target gains a barrier. Strength 30% of the map healed. But extend the area effect of all divine skills that target multiple allies to map wide. Now, I don't think this is going to affect the mass heal. It'd be amazing if it did. That's why I'm keeping her with the ones I usually use anyways. And still keeping her with Restore. But yeah, it is pretty insane. He just has too many skills, not enough skill points. And yeah, that was it. But yeah, they're very much getting their highest level stuff. Freaking crazy. Team's still available in case I want to do a mission. Yeah, it's just a lot of insane stuff here. That being said, yeah, I need to work on ways to get them to be happier. Also in terms of upgrades, more guildies, more resources. That's a rare resource. Hopefully this will get me more hides, because I really need those. Quest stuff. Work on the blacksmith upgrade instead of spreading the name, because whatever. And I made a bunch of potions. As you can see, my wallet is very much hurting right now. Yeah. This was a lot. This was a lot. Awesome, Misasa's soul. See if any good quests showed up. Not really. We can hunt down a necromancer. Be an easy mission. Get a bunch of ores. But challenge the Tower of the Wizard King again. I think I might do this again. Just for funsies. Also because I don't want to make this episode just one mission long. I mean, it was an important mission and a very long one at that, but yeah, you get the point. I will say this run will probably be cut in half. Just because I do need to record 2 episodes today. So I can't make it too long. But yeah. It's not like there's suspense or anything. We know what this is. We know how it's going to go. We do have archers. I think I'm still going to delay. Main problem is just going to be getting webbed. Get weakened, nerd. Stay in range for the heal. No, but if he moves like right here, they both will be. Nice and nice. That was the elite. Doesn't say elite, but that's definitely the stronger group. I also very much dislike this map. Oh, punk. One more. Let's just focus on killing this guy. Nice chain. How much are you bleeding? Oh, neither of them are bleeding. Heck. Just decided not to bleed, I guess. That's not very nice. Oh, let's not put our mage on there. I mean, you can't reach anything, so... Almost perfect. Alright, do 3, that's why. Oh, nice. Eh, whatever. Fire. What is this? Hold on. Proudly in the wind, singing it fills the adventurers with hope and courage to fight on. Glory and pride. Oh. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen the events in this thing. I do want the loot though. Let's check out what the events are for. Oh, right, a boon. Crit. Let's make it harder on myself, why not? This was a huge mistake already. I think most of their ranged attacks have a cooldown, so it shouldn't matter too much. Let's see how bad this is. How much should I screw up by giving them like the best buff imaginable? Yeah, they're splitting up, so they're going to take full advantage of that buff. Yep, as I thought, it has a cooldown. Whatever. That's the only one I can hit. Ah, darn. A better place for me to put it, huh? Yeah, this is really not good. Alright, fine. Nothing for it. Oh, sneeze. Not really anything you can do. Delay. Shoot a fireball there for no reason. They can't see the enemies. Oh. Okay. Nice. I feel like that's still not much. I can do another elite right after. That'll be the start of the next episode. So, hope you enjoyed. See you then. Bye bye.